What else is new? So anyway, this is RC Guy Garage. That's who I am. That's the show. That's who I've become. My name is Guy. And I'm going to show you something real quick now. I kind of touched on it on the live yesterday. I got to make sure that I've got this set up. Why isn't this working? My iPad, I don't know what's going on here. Something's happened with this iPad. I don't know if it's like it went through some update process and now it's all messed up. I have no idea. And I want to say this iPad's new because for the amount of time I actually use it, it's kind of new. So it's acting weird again, man. The volume doesn't work. There we go. All right. I just want to see what wow, what the heck, man. Come on. All the way over. All the way over. Vito, what's going on, guy? Come on. Anyways, I touched on something. Oh, I got a message. What is that? So anyways, I had touched on something yesterday, I think it was, in my live stream. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday, day before, I can't remember. It's all right. It's all right, guy. So it's all the nitro fumes that I've been breathing in lately. They're affecting my brain cells. So I'll blame that. So I brought up, or I said, and I am going to actually do something about it because I've realized that I've had extremely positive results, and it has nothing to do with RC, but then it has to do with health. And when you get a hobby and stuff, that kind of has to do with health too, right? Because what it does is it gets you amped up. It livens you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it puts you in a good mood sometimes. unless you're working on a nitro, but puts you in a good mood. Yeah. So during COVID, I had packed on a couple pounds, and you can literally see in the videos, like, Guy, whoa, easy on the food there, Guy. So I'm, as you get older, obviously your metabolism changes, but I want to show you something. And I am going to do like this video literally on this. I'm not being some crazy person, and that's why I kind of want to do this just as proof. Each day, and it's weird, I haven't taken the supplement yet. The supplement it's like a little add-on like kick. Like I thought to myself, okay, if I, suffer this issue, maybe I can take this little supplement and it would basically defibrillate your body. Like, I mean, not defibrillate. It's like breaking out the paddles. So you know what I'm saying, right? So obviously, like if you crash, you're on the ground, your heart stops or whatever, you grab a defibrillator and someone jump starts your heart, right? Well, this stuff kind of is supposed to jumpstart your body. And like I was saying, joking around yesterday, if you want the truth, this is where you come. So, because we told lies all before, so now I've got to say it every single time. Oh, man, I'm telling you, man. Anyway, so yeah, I'll once I get past a certain threshold, because what I was worried about is it being some kind of like a placebo thing. I'm going to show you what, I don't want to say this is a typical meal, but this is what I'm going to have, like off camera. This is what I'm going to eat for breakfast. Now, this isn't, you can't have it like every day, meaning like only if you've got the time. So today is a real crappy day out. So that's why I figured, okay, break out the FIRETEAM. I've put, a few battery packs through this Earl put a couple battery packs through this, like maybe one. I think he only put like one battery pack through this, I believe. But he had, you know, squared away the motor mounts, and then obviously he and I struck a deal, and yeah. So yeah. So what I want to do is I want to see just for myself, you know, what are these differentials looking like? The center diff is probably going to be an issue because he did use red Loctite on it. Now I would have used a blue. So in order to get those screws out, it's probably going to be a little bit of a nightmare. Just because probably just need like a little bit of extra heat so that I don't strip the screws. But I think maybe I'll just leave the center diff alone. But I did want to get into the front and rear diff on this thing. Want to see how difficult it is, because with all this cage and bumper and, you know, all this little extra stuff on the FIRETEAM, did it make it more difficult to access stuff? And or did Arrma really think things through, or whoever, whether if it's Arrma or whether if it's Horizon, did they still make it easy, or are you, in which you kind of should, you should suffer a little bit more to get more. Do you know what I mean? Like there's always going to be some kind of a trade-off no matter what. Now, on this, we'll call it a diet, man. Is there really a trade-off? I think for the kind of person that I am, like deep down kind of thing, I mean, I know I can tell that even on camera, I can tell that I've lost a couple pounds. And it's a very positive result. And I figured, you know, I could be the test guinea pig here, because, you know, you go on whatever, YouTube, or you hear things, or you see ads on the TV, and you don't know what to believe. So believe it. So far I'm shocked. And I'm just going to show you. So this is what I'm having. This is just 3 eggs, 3 good-sized chunks of cheddar cheese. Like, you know, you get the cheddar cheese block. It's like 1/4-inch slices that I lobbed off, and it's 4 of those, and bacon. And it's cooked in bacon grease. So, I mean, my wife, she made dinner last night, right? So here's I'm not really big into baked fish or pan fried. Like, I mean, when you go to like when you go to a place and you get like fried food, like, you know, you want to get your, what you call fish and chips. I don't know if they call it fish and chips everywhere. I know for New England, we just call it fish and chips. And all it is literally just, you know, breaded fish fried in a fryer later. And, you know, the fries are probably, you know, fried in that too. And I love that kind of fish. Well, she made pan fried fish in bacon grease. Like, she cooked up bacon, used the bacon grease to cook the fish, and in the same, well, maybe it was a different pan. Could have been a different pan. But she also used bacon grease to effectively cook the, was it zucchini? I think it was zucchini. And what she does is she slices the zucchini lengthwise. I don't know, we're talking about food here. She slices the zucchini lengthwise, and then sometimes she'll chop it up. I think she cooked it, and I think maybe she cut it up for my plate. She does my plates. She's awesome. She also piles on the food too, which doesn't normally help. But anyways, cooking the fish in the bacon grease and the zucchini, like, wow. Bacon is magical. And I know there are some people out there that, you know, they're vegetarians or vegan. Is that what that is? You know, the people that don't eat meat and, you know, whatever. I'm not that guy. I think unless like it meant life or death for me, you know, I probably would always eat meat just because it's just what I was raised on. So, I mean, I'm kind of going back in a way to what I was like raised on, kind of sort of. And so far, there's no ill effects. So I'm going to eat this and I can still have my coffee with my cream, which I have to have. I can't drink this coffee. There's only 2 creams that I can have. I can have the, I think it's International Delight is the name of the company, and it's probably all junk, fake crap. I don't care. I had to be able to have my coffee and my cream unrestricted. Like, I mean, you can't, I think like the reason why a lot of, and I know I'm on the kick right now. There's nothing RC right now, but I think for me, the reason why, and I hate the stigma of a diet, and I don't know, man, is it really classified a diet what I'm doing? It might be, but it just sounds weird, man. I'm going to go on a diet. So I don't know. I don't think it's a diet. It's just I modified my eating. But the crazy part is, if you saw what I eat throughout the day, you're going to literally be like, how the hell did you lose 10 pounds eating more? Like, I'm serious. Like, it does not compute. It doesn't calculate. I mean, it just, everything that like we're taught, if you eat more, it's worse. Well, this isn't. And I will share. I want to break through a couple more pounds to make sure it's not, like I said, like I want to make sure it's not that placebo kind of thing and like I'm faking myself out type of deal. I want to make sure it's not what people call, I think what they say, the first 5 pounds or something like that is water weight or whatever. I just want to make sure that, you know, before I put something out there like that, that it's actually real. And I feel like it's real. So yeah, enough about that. But anyways, jumping in the chat. We've got Vito. We got Lyle and Alyssa. We have got, oh, good morning to you as well. Yep. D's nuts. What's going on, guy? What is up? I'm doing all right, man. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if I said it, but I have torn. It was last year at some point. I tore a tendon, ligament, whatever the heck it is in my leg. A bad one to where basically what it is, it's the one that, now I'm not a doctor, but I know what happened. I did a YouTube self-diagnosis, and the muscle that connects to your leg that's connected to your butt, like at the lower region there, not the hole, but it's connected to like the cheek. That tendon or whatever, that connection point ripped away. Real stupid way of it happening. Didn't go see a doctor. I probably should have, because I'm suffering a little bit of the consequences of not going to see a doctor. And I probably never will. I feel like as long as it's not affecting my general like workability, my general, like, you know, aliveness, I just can't run right now. Like I figure you know, I'll jog. I can jog, but I can't run like comfortably. But couldn't really run comfortably because of all the weight anyway. So I'm trying to do a couple of things here. So anyways, Jeremy Stewart, Curtis D, what's going on? Thompson's RC, good morning. Emily, good morning, guy. Riggs, City Plumbing, what's going on, guy? Joe Girding, good morning. Hanging with JD, changing eating habits. Yes, effectively, basically kind of changing what I eat. And then I think I'm one of those, I think you call it a boredom eater or something like that. Like, I don't know, you get bored and you kind of just like, yeah, I got to grab a bag of Doritos and grab a fistful of Doritos or something like that. Or I'm going to have like Oreo cookies or anything. You just kind of like, your body says, or at least for me, you know, my body was like, guy, you got to put something in there. We're bored here. We got nothing to do. So it's not like I wasn't active. I definitely was less active than I was years prior, but the whole COVID thing really kind of screwed me up. So, but anyways, yes, kind of to put it plainly, kind of like a change in eating habit. Yes. Because my habit was technically bad. And like I said, you still get like those cravings or those things where your body's telling you, you know, you gotta give me something here. You gotta give me something to do. So now the stuff that I give it to do is just, it just blows my mind. Like, and it's not going to be like that forever, but I feel the positiveness. It's like, it's everything. It's like even the sluggishness that I was feeling is dwindling. And the sluggishness, I don't know, was it my blood being that much thicker with crap? You know what I mean? Like, you know, was my heart like, you know, dying here because I'm, you know, pumping sludge through my veins? Sludge. Like the Traxxas sludge. You know it. I know there are already people that are calling the Traxxas sludge. And I love it. I think it's a riot. It is. It's a riot. The Traxxas sludge, man. That's what I saw. Like literally when I first saw that, for a split second, I really thought I saw a Traxxas sludge. And I was just like, the hell? Sludge? What do you mean a Traxxas sludge? Oh, it's a sledge. Claire Cooper, what's going on from the UK? Jumpstarts your metabolism and body, uses fat for energy and burns off the pounds. Yes. I think you know what I'm doing. Chris, what's going on, guy? Chris Cardo. Let me see. How am I today? I'm doing all right. Other than the weather being junk, looks like it's nighttime out. Other than the weather being junk, but that's okay. I don't mind being right here and messing with the fire team, doing a live and talking to you guys and stuff. So, Dark Breed 34. Good morning. Dark. Is it no Dark? Oh, I thought it said Breed. Dark Dread 34. Guys, is this your first time here? Because I don't remember seeing that name before. Harold Duggins, what's going on? Yeah, top of the morning to you too, man. You know what's funny? So there are people that come, like, I'm assuming because he said top of the morning, he's from across the pond. So like to think the same thing from Claire. Yeah, she's from the UK. What I think is cool is that you guys, if, you know, I mean, you could be like from Australia and, you know, Europe and that side. What is cool is sometimes the way you guys speak. I don't know. I like it. Like, I mean, it's different. It's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, you know, top of the morning to you. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of just cool. Just in case, Andy BUK, afternoon, right? Chainsaw, good morning. Guy is on the nitro, right? Kinda. And you know, it's funny you say that, right, Joe? There is, and like I said, I haven't taken the supplement. And like I said, what I'm doing is I wanted to have it here to just, if I needed a counteraction, if I needed to counteract something, I figured, okay, I know what the feeling is. Is this actually going to work? And I have had a couple of times where I felt like all of a sudden I felt like a drain. It didn't last long. And I think what I did is I perked it up with like a cup of coffee. And I think what happens is that there is a lot of, God, you know what? This is the part that I'm saying, man. You got all these crazy lunatic cult followers out there that, and I'm just going to say it like that. It's like you don't know what to believe. And I needed to do this for myself my way, not what anybody else tells me. Well, this is how you have to do it. It's like, that is not me. I never have been able to be that guy. Like, if you tell me something has to be done this way, my mind is also thinking, well, is there a different, maybe better way? You know what I mean? Like, I've always thought that way. Anyways, Jonathan Key, what's going on, guy? Different aspect. Yes. Michael Van Kirk, good morning. Yeah. All right. Are we talking Diffs still? Yeah. I mean, we're talking food. We're talking coffee. We're talking Diffs. Yeah. Eventually, I'm going to break into this, but because it's a live, if it was a video, maybe there'd be more focus, but because it's a live, for me, the focus isn't always going to be there. So once I turn the camera around, start working on the car, I'll be munching on some food, which is getting cold right now. So, oh my God. It just, this just tastes awesome. Yeah. All right. We got the FIRETEAM on here. I did find a light bar that fits really well. Length of wire is perfect. Got to get, obviously, a little splitter. And actually might have a splitter because I probably have a splitter in my plane, my old plane stuff, because, you know, you always had to have like split cables for servos and whatever. So anyways, yeah, I'm just going to switch over. So on deck right now, yeah, I didn't even switch, guy. On deck, we've got the Arrma FIRETEAM, and this thing came all the way from, what the heck was that? This thing came all the way from California. This was a vehicle that was owned by Earl Moorhead, and we struck a little bit of a deal, and it ended up over here. So this is the body. So effectively what this is I'm going to show you the bottom. So this is something that I did. So he had gone to, you know, if you don't know his channel, go check out Earl Moorhead's channel. But this is the original body for the one that he got. He liked the white one better. But he also did a thing where he went to a bunch of hobby shops and checked motor mount screws, realized, you know, the whole thing where there was no Loctite on there. Now, what I had done was something a little bit different, because he had noticed that even the plastic screws, which all these white marks, so all these white marks, that one included, which that one, it looks like that one's kind of gone now. But each time I drove this, I would flip it over and I would check the screws just to see if the rigidity of the chassis was causing these little plastic screw areas to kind of like come undone. So every white mark was a reference point showing me whether if, you know, any of these screws moved. And so far, granted, I haven't been running it lately, but so far everything's been fine. Nothing has moved. These are just the screws that I noticed that did take a little extra tweak. But he had started to lose screws. So I just went ahead, tightened everything. The motor mount screws, which are 1, 2, 3. These are right now, these are held in. You can see it's this rust in there. These are held in with Loctite red, which is going to be rough, you know, taking these out. But, you know, if I apply enough heat with that blowtorch, I'll, you know, really crank on the heat when I need to go ahead and take these out. But I am going to crack open or check out the front differential right now, just to see what it looks like. Now, he didn't open these. All he did was just grass drove it once or twice and then sent it on its way. So it looks like the differential's super easy to get to. So I always want to make sure that, you know, when you take a diff apart, the best thing probably would be to, because you don't want to get any of this crap in there. The best thing would probably be to use like an air compressor or a brush or whatever, just to get this stuff out of there, because it looks like there is a little bit of bleeding with the diff fluid. It's just kind of like a little bit moist, and that's why the stuff is kind of hanging out there. But air compressor will definitely get all that stuff out of there. So yeah, so I'm going to release the screws for the sway bar, and then I'm going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4 see if, I mean, I should be able to pop that cover off. It doesn't look like anything has changed here. Pop that cover off and get a good look at the differential, just to see what the gears are looking like, because that's what I'm kind of more interested in right now, because I just want to see what the fluid level kind of looks like in there. So I will grab a 1.5 because I think that's for the sway bars, and then a 2.5 I believe is for these, right? Yeah, right? Yeah, 2.5 for those like that. So I'll try to have this camera out of the way as much as I can. Maybe something like that. Rogue Factor, what's going on, guy? Your fire team is on a stand behind me collecting dust. Now, Rogue, what is your opinion? Yeah, you made another live episode. Yes. What is your, like, why is your fire team sitting with dust on it? It's out of curiosity. Since you're right here right now, and you're going to hear me chewing on food. Whoa. Honestly, you're a full-time dad. Meaning the only reason why it's sitting is because you just don't have time to run it, kind of thing. I think I need... It would make it a lot easier if I just used my driver. A lot of times I don't like to use the driver because I don't want to crank people's ears, but just keep in mind I got the driver here just to get these screws out of here. Now, miraculously, these don't feel like they're stripped out, but I'll find out once I put them back in. Can't tell you how many times I've come across one screw will be like stripped from the factory. When I put it back in, I will be easy on it going back in. Oh, man. Magnets are always good to have. You haven't had a chance to run your FIRETEAM? All right, so I've been trying to get videos out of the Outcast EXB. Yeah. Yeah, dude, isn't it crazy? Haven't had time. Haven't had a chance to veto new paddle tires and rims. Yes, veto. You've been itching to buy a new RC, but been a bit disappointed with. Yeah, dude. Prices are, it's crazy, man. It really is. Prices are so off the charts. It's as if people are kind of going to be priced right out of the stinking hobby. And that's a bad thing. So grease-wise, for me, grease-wise, there's really nothing in there. I'm gonna get you guys low, so you can see what I mean by there's really nothing in there. Now again, Earl didn't take these diffs apart. All he did was just Loctite the center one. So there is grease, but for me, and this is just the way I do it, for me, that really isn't enough. I'm going to go ahead and throw on the flash so we can get a look at the pinion gear. So enable flash. Yeah, see, and that looks like rust. So I didn't drive this in wet conditions, did I? I don't even remember. So for me, that just really isn't enough. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I do. But I do want to pop this diff out. I literally am going to pull this differential out. And to do that, I do have to take out, I do have to release the shocks. So I'm just going to grab a tire and throw it underneath. That way I can release the shocks. And I will do my grease that I do in there. Keep things lubricated, because what it also does is the grease that I pack in there, I want to say also helps with, water issues or any rust getting in there, whatever. It seems to work for me. I have zero issues with what I do. The good question is now that I cleaned my bench, where the heck did I put my grease? Oh, no. Here we go. Wow, Guy, you're on the ball. Every ring and pinion, this is what I use. I'm not telling you to use it, but people ask. This is what I use. And I put a good amount in there. Yes, there's cleanup, but I like the fact that instead of the grease just being on the plastic and not doing anything, I feel just having the grease that I put in there, what happens is when the RC slams the ground, the grease kind of like almost releases and hits the bottom and then gets picked up by the gear and then kind of like recirculated. At least that's what I have encountered with how I do this. And I put enough in there so it just stays. All right, tire. I need a tire. Preferably not a dirt-soaked tire, too. Dirt-soaked. Wow, we use one of the Red Cat tires. These things are mint. And stands. Just like that. Perfect. All right, so now go ahead and go after the little shock pin screws. You don't need to take these out, just releasing them. And then just slide these pins right out. Little tiny bit of rust, no big deal. Now I wonder, can I just get away with doing the one? Probably not. I'm going to go ahead and just pull the other one as well. Now I should be able to just kind of pull that diff right out, just like normal. So I'm going to rotate the cup so that it's facing. Because you rotate the cups this way, it seems like it makes it easier to pull this thing out. So give it a shot here. Hey, look at that. Looks like we got one shim. Come on. Come on. There we go. Just want to be careful with the sand. Yeah, see the grease that's in there. I mean, there is a slight touch. You can see where the thing was sitting. Look at the rust in there. So, and that is just literally from it sitting. So I obviously want to be careful to not get any of this sand inside of there. There was one shim on that one side that is covered in sand. So I'm going to go ahead and just slide the FIRETEAM out of the way and just get a look at this diff itself. Give it a feel. It feels really, really clicky. Like when you turn the gears, you can feel like a detent. See that? See how it's like indexed? Like it's indexing? It doesn't have a smooth feel to it. So, yeah. I just kind of like leave that alone for now. Should I clean it out now? Yeah, you know what? Crap. I think sand did get in there. I'll just have to clean that out a little bit better than that. Just want to make sure that no sand gets into the little bearing tracks here. Yeah. All right, move this out of here. All right, paper towels. These definitely will be your friend. I'm just going to open it, but I want to just kind of clean it up. Get all that sand off of that little cup right there. Is there a little shim on there too? Oh, there is. What? Wait a minute. There's shims on there too? There are. Look at that. There's shims actually on. Boy, I don't remember seeing that before. I don't remember seeing that. Suppose I could look in the manual, but I'm not going to go there. Yeah, I don't know why. That's weird. Rogue, your thing was actually blocked. I don't know why. Yeah, isn't that crazy, man? That is weird. even these, I don't know why, but even these cups look slightly different. They look more like massaged. I know it sounds weird to say, but they have a different kind of appearance. They look massaged. Bearing feels mint. Oh, okay, this is only a couple battery packs. Something is feeling funky. Something's funky right there. I don't know what that is. It's like the switch over. I don't know what that is. I can't explain the feeling other than what it feels like is it feels like the cage is dragging. Where on the other side, it's super, super smooth. On this side, when you reverse direction, it's like it's got a weird drag. So like the transition of the cage switching from one way to the other. Do you know what I mean? It's like the cage inside is dragging. That's kind of weird. All right. So what are we looking at here? Got a question for you. I thought this FIRETEAM, is it just the rear that has it and not the front? Yeah, I guess. Because the rear is the rear dog bone? Yeah, I think it is. So the rear has these little rubber things. The front doesn't because I guess they're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to slide this way. Okay. I was just curious about that. So we did have one shim. Crack this open. See what we're looking at here. I'm going to go ahead and grab a driver. I think I got to get some new driver bits. I always do this. Now, see, I get the coffee warmer. So I got the coffee warmer. So the coffee warmer is cool, but my food's getting cold. You know what's crazy too is I'm actually not all that hungry. That's another weird thing. All right, here we go. What's this bad boy gonna look like in here? Me or death? What's going on, guy? Okay. We got liquid metal. Why was it so tight feeling? The diff inside is sufficiently filled. Absolutely sufficiently filled. To do its job, 100%. That is very sufficient. Because it's keeping everything moist. Moist. Why don't people like that word? Some people get so offended about the word moist. Look at that. Like this. This that I'm going to put in my mouth. This is moist. No, that's mint. I like that. Maybe it could use a little bit more. But then again, maybe not, because there was still some on that side. But why was it so clicky tight? See, look at that. That's coating those gears nice. Maybe just add a touch more, maybe. Gotta figure, man. I think that's fine. But I want to see what we got for a shim on here. And what am I going to put in place of it? Just to kind of refill it back up. I got 50K, 10K, 30K. I think I'll just... What's that looking like? It's definitely not that stuff. It's not 10K. Vince Vargas, what's going on, guy? So maybe that even seems a little light. 50K? Seems like it almost is like a 50K. I don't know. I'm not even going to look. But I do want to just pull this off. You know what I'll do? Because it's almost like break-in fluid, maybe I'll just kind of tip it up and let some of it drain out. But I am going to pull that little gear off just to give it a check. Just want to see what kind of shims we got here. So it looks like we got just one small right there. I'm going to pop it out just to see if it's one shim. Yeah, it looks like it's just one shim. Maybe it's just not worn enough. It's not broken enough. Maybe that's why I'm getting that click. Oh. And there's the other shim. Almost lost it. Yeah, so we had one shim there, which is it a black shim? It's a darker colored shim. Put that little O-ring back down there. Huh. You know what I do want to do? You know what? I could do it this way. This is always the way I've just done it. I am heavily into lubricating little pieces, parts like that. So wherever my 20-weight shock oil is, what the heck did I do with that last? I usually use a 20-weight shock oil which I have no idea where it is right now. Ah, it's over here. It's on my bike bench. This is just what I do. I've always done it this way. I just put, you know, a drip of oil in there just because it's a moving part. Go ahead and throw that shim back in. That's fine. Get that pin back in there. Let's see what this is looking like. Ooh. Oh, that sounds gritty. Wait a minute. That had a odd grit sound to it. That's weird. What the heck is that? All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull this. I'm just going to get the seal off of here carefully. I don't know why that had a grit sound to it. I didn't like that. It didn't sound good. When I reversed direction, there was a weird grit sound. Like it almost was like something was stuck in there. Yeah, so maybe that's a good idea that I'm taking this apart. It's definitely liquid metal right now. Let's see, what can I use? Got my Hero Nitro tuning screwdriver. Pull that pin out of there. Just want to scrape that out of there. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm checking for grit, and I think I just found it. Where did that go? So I did when I went like this on the paper towel. Is that the screw underneath? Is there something underneath that's giving me a false? Yeah, there was. All right. There was a little bit of grit underneath there. What the hell is that? That piece of metal? I don't want to get it in my finger. Let's see if it's magnetic. Is that magnetic? No, piece of plastic. Oh, no, it's magnetic. So whatever that is, pretty sure that came out of the diff. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. Well, I guess this is kind of like break-in fluid. So we're going to go ahead and clean out the break-in fluid. That means I should go after the center diff too. I just don't want to. Hardcore, what's going on? Mets, what's going on, guy? What the heck, guy? All right. So this side, what do we got here? Same thing. Got one shim, and it's some kind of weird. What the heck was that? I don't know what's going on here, but I'm finding some kind of weird grit feeling here. And I keep losing where I'm getting it from. Single shim or double? Single shim. Yeah, maybe it's just the little sleeve. Maybe that's what that was. Seems like it's all right now. Is this the bearing that I was feeling? Yeah, this bearing. It's weird. It's like, see it? It's like the seal. Watch the seal move. Yeah, right. Come on. It just did it. I'm going to just hold this. I swear the seal moved. Yeah, so it's like the cage inside. It's the, yeah, there you go. It's right there. Watch. See, I'm feeling that. That's all I'm feeling. I don't like that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull this apart and see what's going on here. This bearing's got a real funkiness to it. It almost seems like the bearing is contaminated or something. And can I pull the seal off without having the tip? Crap. Go ahead from this side. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, look at all the grease in there. That's got a huge amount of grease in there. But where am I feeling that? Is it literally the seal compressing? You know what? Now that I pulled that off, I don't think it's doing it now. So it's literally just the seal compressing it? No, there it is. It's back again. It's the cage. See that? Look at that. The bearings are not rotating. Watch. Look at that. Can you see it? Ah, crap. My fingers are in the way. Can I show you? See how the inner race stops? See how it stopped? Look at that. Right now, that means the bearing is doing absolutely nothing. The bearing is doing nothing. The inner race has stopped. So that's what I'm feeling. So something's up with this bearing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop out the other seal. I'm going to throw this in the juice and see if I can clean this up, because that's no good. I wonder if this is what happened to the wheel bearings too. So that's what I was feeling. Yeah. I'm going to throw this in some juice here. Oh, provided I find the... Oh, yeah. See, I'm so organized, I'm lost. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up and take a bite of my now cold meal. Isn't that delicious? Right there. Bacon, egg with cheddar cheese. What I should be doing is using this instead. This is like a cat food can thing. This was from Rob's RC. Robbie's RC. He sent me that. And dude, the thing is awesome. Little cat food thing. Gotta go fire up some breakfast. Nice. That's a good thing, man. Oh, it tastes awesome. 3 eggs, 4 good slices of chunk cheddar cheese or whatever that you want to call it. Flip. Wonder if that's metal in there. See if that's metal. It is. Look at that. It's a magnet, moving it around. It's metal. Little metal chunks in there. So, I'll go ahead. Now give the bearing a little spin. Yeah, it's locked up. That bearing is locked up. Yeah, that bearing feels like it's junk, man. Listen to that. Look at all the pieces that just came out of this thing. This thing has only got a couple battery packs through it, man, and this was internal. Well, half internal. Look at all that crap that came out of there. This is when an air compressor comes in handy. Wow. It's freeing up. You can hear it, though. There's something in there. Yeah, this bearing's no good. Well, I mean, it's good. I'm going to use it. Don't get these bearings in your mouth, man. Nasty. Let's see what was magnetic on that. There's it right there. Is it literally just somehow grit in there? There it is. Little tiny little magnet piece right there. You can see it walking around. That was enough to stop the bearing. Don't do that. Air compressor would be mint just to blow this out. All right. All right, get that out of there. Just gonna fire this up just for a second. Oh, it doesn't take long for that thing to burn up. It's not as free as normal. That's weird. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my grease in there. Feels like it's all right. All of a sudden got quiet. Except for Vector over there. There we go. That should be good enough. Right. Jeremy, right. Same brand of SPEKTRUM motor bearing. Yep. Wouldn't that be crazy? All right, I'm just going to go ahead and clean everything. Make sure we get the majority of that junk out of there. I'm not going to go nuts, but... That's good enough. Make sure I try to get it all out, I guess. All right. Now see, at least now it's turning. Oop. See that inner race? So at least now the inner race is staying. Forget that little shim there. And I'll do a little drop of oil in there. Come on. Get off. Here we go. This seems a little, well, maybe it's all right. Seems a little thick though. Definitely seems thicker than what was in there. Maybe it was the 30K. No, maybe it was the 10. Holy crap. What a mix I've got going here. Maybe it was this. This just seems really watery. It's going to go ahead. I don't care. Fill it up. Who cares? Good enough. It's just a stinking RC car. That should be. Yeah, that's good enough. Good enough. Let's not get overly concerned here. Stop tipping over. locate everything. Perfect. Oh, it's 10K. All right. Well, my front's got a mixture now. My front's got tiny bit of 50, a little splash of 30, and then jacked up with 10. So I think it's going to be fine. You got the new mix. What would that all equal? So now I've got technically what? Maybe I got like 15 point or 14.7K in the front. I'm going to go with that. Yeah, I've got 14.7K in the front. 14.7K. It's a new flavor. I knew it didn't feel, it just wasn't coming out right. In the bottle, it looked right, but as soon as you started squeezing it out and watching it go into the gears, I could tell it wasn't what it was supposed to be. So. And I leave this in my hands very loosely so that you can see that the unit will actually spin. See? So once it gets down to the plastic, it allows it to spin, and then the rest of it I just do by hand. And I like these Hobao long reach drivers because these are almost like torque sticks. That's why I use them. They're literally like a torque stick. It's hard to explain how they work. But because of the length of the metal, it's like a torque stick. You can like feel. Now I got no extra parts, right? Just want to make sure I got no leftover parts here. All right, so I guess in some ways it's probably a good idea to treat the differential fluid in these RTRs, and I think maybe this is how you look at it. Treat the differential in your RTR as break-in fluid. Go ahead and change it after the first, what, 5 packs maybe? So 500 miles? So change it after your first 5 packs maybe, I don't know. I'm just looking things over right now. Just seeing if I see any like fissures or any oddity with the teeth. So I can use the camera. Use the camera to check for. Look at the rust on there. Man. Isn't that nuts? Look at that. That's a good thing of rust right there. Right there. Jeez. Look at that. Rust. But using the camera, what's cool is that it's like having a magnifying glass. Not a magnifying glass, a microscope. You know? That way you guys can see it too. Look at that. What the heck is that? More rust. And it all looks good. So that clicking is gone. That indexing that I was feeling is completely gone. So maybe it was because it was like a break-in fluid. I'm going to go with that. It's like a break-in fluid because that indexing is no longer there. I don't feel it. So with the 14.7K fluid that I got in there, that indexing is gone. That feels a lot better. Yeah. Way better. And then the bearings, No longer have that weird feeling, especially this side. This side now feels awesome. Where this side feels different. This side has got a little bit of drag to it, which is why I say, telling you, don't listen to me. This stuff is stinking awesome for what I use it for. It's a ceramic extreme silicone lubricant. And I don't know, man. I don't, if your car blows up because you used something I recommended, don't blame me because I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying that's the stuff I use. And it seems like I get a very positive result. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and install this back in there. I'm very happy with that. That indexing is gone. The little odd issue with the bearing being locked up. I was thinking like it was the transition of the cage inside. You know what I'm saying? Like when you rotate, the bearings will move. And what I was thinking was the cage was transitioning with it. But what it was there was something inside, some kind of grit. That little magnetized piece that was inside there was literally stopping the stinking bearing. And the inner race was actually rotating on the shaft, which is no good. So, and it probably wouldn't matter. It's just, it's not under load. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure once the thing was under load, that I'm sure the bearing would take over. But feeling this bearing right now, wow. Comparing it from that side to this side is so much more freer now. It just feels good. All right. Again, don't do anything I do here because most likely it's wrong. All right. Get rid of the fluids, cap off your stuff. Make sure you don't get grit in your oil. God, this thing is all liquefied all over the place because I left it open. It migrated out of the cap. All right. Make sure you cap off all your fluids. All right. Gory, have you checked out your motor bearing? Slide that over. Reel this baby back in. All right, where are we? Kind of get you on a side view. So we're both out of each other's way here. Look at that, huh? Isn't that good looking stuff? It's all cold now. Still good though. You can still eat it cold. Look at that. Piece of bacon, cheddar, eggs. Still good cold. It's like having cold pizza. I'm going to go ahead and slap my grease in there right now. I was saying, I'm not recommending you do it, but this is what I do. I don't know if this is necessarily a good idea right now, but whatever. I can't be held responsible. It looks like I just put frosting in there. orange frosting. Now don't forget, there was one shim on that side right there. So I'll make sure I throw that in there right now. And now the fun part, align your cups so that it goes in. Put that one there. Get this little bone locked into there. Come on, guy. Get it together here. Rotate. Rotate. Make sure that shim is where it needs to be. So we'll go at an angle. Whoops. It's not going in. Come on, shim. Maybe. You know what? To really do this the right way, lose those little pieces there. Get that right out of there. Right out of the way. The reason why I'm taking these out is because I was having an issue with that shim there. This is where an elastic band comes in handy, because that way I can just elastic band the two shocks up top here, like that. So I'm going to pull this out. There we go. Lost all my little shims. That was not what I wanted. Where'd they go? Bad idea, guy. Where'd all your shims go? Probably went inside the tire. Just want to get this out of here. That way I can maybe weasel this diff in the right way. See what I want and make sure I don't screw up that shim. There we go. So what I'm doing is I'm holding the cup. That's mint. What did I do with where'd the shims go though? Did they drop it? I see them right there. I think there's what? How many shims? 3? 2? 3 shims. So I'm missing one. One shim went somewhere. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Camera's in the way. I can't see. Where'd that stupid shim go? I know there were 3. So I sit. Ah, there it is. It's sitting right on the chassis. There we go. Little shim right there. All right. So now I will throw a little bit more grease on this part of the thing here. Again, this is just what I do. Not recommended. Rogue. What? Did he read my mind or statement? Why would you say? Hey, guy, if you got a rubber band. Oh. Right. Come on, man. Great minds think alike, right? That's how you got to think of it. I've got a mind, just not great. All right, so I am going to buzz these in electrically, but I'm going to do it very carefully because what I don't want to do is, like I said, a lot of times it seems as though one of these or whatever is always stripped. So I'm just going to buzz it in real light. I'm not going to bury it. I just want to see where we are here. Okay, so it's just buzzed in. It's not sunk all the way. Just because I want to see if any of these are stripped. All right. So I think you can see they're not buzzed in all the way. See how they're not sunk in all the way? See how there's still a little gap? So what I want to do is I want to see if I'm right just along the lines of are any of these four stripped without me actually stripping them? Because how many times have you gone to go tighten up one of these things and right as you go to tighten it, it just doesn't tighten? You know what I mean? Just keeps spinning because it was stripped from the factory. So just want to see. Using my torque sticks. That one was mint. That one was mint. See how many turns I'm getting. Or how many quarter turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. That one was mint. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, not one of these front ones are stripped. That's a good deal, man. I'm happy about that. Yep. So now it was all tweaked out. This thing's a tweaker. I'm going to go ahead and connect up the sway bar here. Put that in. 1.5. Definitely easy with the shocks out of the way. And I'm just going to put my finger to the back. And right as it touches, that's where I'll tighten it. Right there. And you don't have to crank these things. I made a mistake before, and I cranked it just a little too hard, and you strip that plastic out so easy. So right there. Just don't use freakish strength. There we go. Mint. Now I'm just going to double check this, make sure this is tight. tight. I think. That's cool. Grab the 2. Mint. This is just for the sway bar caps. Mint. I'm going to just touch these 2 screws right here just to make sure. I might as well do it while I'm here. Little tweak. Little tweak. You heard it. All right. Upper brace. Nothing. Little tweak. Servo, saver, junk, standoffs, nothing. All right. Now I can go ahead and feed the dog bones in. So we got that one. Slide that into position. Right there. Take my pin, place my pin in to right where. I'm not sure I can get this. Something like that, maybe. Because now what I need to do is put the shims on that. So because of the way these shims go, they're open. Slide that pin in like that. And I'll go for the thick one first. Just click it in. And then there was a medium. Click that in. And then there was a small. And I can hopefully click that one in. Does that one want to click in? And click. There we go. Oops, that one's not in all the way. There we go. Click. Is it clicking in? Seems like that one doesn't want to click in. So maybe I can switch this one. Come on. Just you. Click it in between, maybe. What was that? Martin Korf. Thank you, man. Thank you for that. Appreciate that, man. Let's see. You know what? I think it's catching on the threads. That's what I think it might be catching on. Maybe it's catching on the threads. What happens if I screw it in a little bit? Get it past the threads. There we go. Looks like it opened up a little bit. John Wick, what is going on, guy? There we go. That's what it was. I think the threads were catching it. Should see this. Perfect. And then we'll do the same thing for the other side. Close up my grease. The other thing that I didn't think about was Earl had a problem with his bearings. So while I'm right here, maybe I should check out. I don't see anything falling apart. Huh. Oh, no. Did I put that arm? Did I do the arm backwards? Oh, I think I did. Wait a minute. Yeah, I did. Ooh, that was a good catch, man. I put that arm on backwards. It's upside down. Jeez, guy. What the heck are you doing? Holy smokes. Let's try that again. That arm is upside down. I didn't pay attention to its orientation. I only just noticed right now because it looked as though it was hitting the sway bar link. So, wow. Holy moly. Check that out. Good stinking catch. And now I know the threads catch. So if I go like that, there's no threads to catch. Wow. That was bad. There we go. Yeah, the threads were actually catching on that. Boy, good thing I noticed that, man. It changed the angle of the hub and everything. Jeez, guy. Where are we? Right there. What I could do is just give this a little... Seems fine. What, you tried to tell me that I had the thing? You didn't get blocked, guy. It's just the screen is way over on the corner. Can't block you. Come on, man. I don't block nobody. Everybody's welcome to their psychotic opinions. Especially you. All right. Thank goodness. Yeah. Come on, man. But you know me by now. I don't block. What's the point? If people got to say what they got to say it. If somebody's a piece of garbage, I let all you guys handle it because you guys do a great stinking job of taking care of the crap that's out there. That's what I like about this too, man. I mean, if I'm wrong on something, great. But if somebody's out there just being a piece of garbage, you guys usually annihilate them anyway, so I don't have to do anything. I just pin their comment and you guys just go nuts on them. I love it. I love it. I don't have to do a thing. All you guys are the bouncers, man. I love it. All right. That's what's I'm telling you, man. I'm being serious too. Usually when, I mean, I'll pin, obviously I pin good comments too, right? But if I get a comment from somebody that I just feel is being a pill, it's just like, bam, thumbs up, heart the comment, and then pin it. You know what I mean? And then like all you guys just like literally tag team body slam the guy or girl or whatever it is that's making crappy comments. I love it. The community comes together and does their job. Even cold, man. This stuff is good. All right. Sway bar, diff, all cleaned up. Check the screws. Next, I'll just check the things here, but now just attach the shocks. And the fire team should be good to go. Now, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I usually like to rotate. Now, is that? Yeah. I usually like to have the opening rotated down towards the bottom so it, like all the crap kind of comes out. I got a bunch of RC Guy Garage bouncers on my channel. I think it's awesome. Got the bounces. Not funny, huh? Both of them aren't rotated. The muscle. The muscle of the channel. All right. I think we're good, man. How long has this been going for? Almost 2 hours. Wow, it took me 2 hours to do that? Man, good thing this ain't flat rate, man. Good thing this ain't flat rate, because I'd be broke. All right, so what we got here? We've got Zerek, Rogue Factor, Jeremy Stewart, Robert Gibson. Who else we got here? John Wick, Martin Korf. Dude, thank you for that super chat. That was stinking awesome. Joe Kalendek. What's going on, man? Sorry I didn't see you. I get caught up in doing this. My mind is telling me peach flavored. Oh, dude, wait a minute. Rogue. Wait a minute. Rogue. I don't know what that peach flavored comment was. I think Rogue might have touched on something. Rogue, when you said peach flavored what? Were you talking about something else, or were you talking about a certain supplement? Just curious. Wally's on the big screen, man. That must be scary. You know what's cool though is I watch a lot of YouTube on the big screen too. It's just easier sometimes, but then again, you know, it's on this. Yes is the answer. So what you're saying is that you anticipate that you possibly know what the supplement is that I'm talking about. I think that's what you're getting at. All right. The way I look at it, man, I'm looking at the thing right now, right? Just took me 2 hours to do that one diff. And the back, let me show you. If you haven't seen it, the back is definitely different. I don't know if I've got the 6 hours in me to do the rear differential on this thing. I really should check it, though. Okay. There's no easy access. So obviously taking off the, you know, little integrated bumper thing here shouldn't be too hard. It's probably just, and usually Arrma does it in a way, not necessarily for that one. Looks like 2 screws here to remove that piece, and then 2 screws to remove that piece, and I'm looking, and maybe removing. Yeah, it looks like. So I'm looking at. I'm almost looking like. I guess it looks like 5 screws from the bottom, and then the 2 screws up top. And this whole unit looks like it will just pull away. So I'm guessing that's what it is. I'm going to go with that. And it's going to be real quick because obviously I've got the driver here. I got to elevate my Alexa thing there. The RCs have a tendency of wrecking the screen. I don't really want to do that. You know what's funny, right? This is technically, well, actually, no, this is not my first used RC. And can you really call it used? I mean, he grass drove it. So I think it was those 5. And then the 2 that are one right there. Oh. 1, 2. Yeah, need a ball driver. Going in at an angle here. So I believe that was it. Just 7 screws, really easy. And I believe this should just pop away now. Hey, look at that. Oh, wait a minute. We got some Cali grass here. Was that legal for him to send me Cali grass? Grass straight from Cali. All right. So that gets that nice and open. Again, get something in here. Clean this up so that no junk is going to get in there. Air compressor is definitely the way to go. But my small air compressor is at my son's house, my portable one, and I'm not going to fire up the garage one just for this. The garage one, I got to call the power plant and have them send more power to the street so I don't cause a brownout on my road. Oh, we got a brownout. Guy must be turning his compressor on again. All right. So make sure this is in reverse. Let's undo the little sway bar things here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Flop it away, flop away. Now, it'll be interesting to know whether if these screws are stripped. Tuna Glove, what's going on, guy? All right, Tuna Glove. Why is your name Tuna Glove? Am I going to get in trouble asking that? Because there could be a reason that's not like YouTube friendly for the reason why you call yourself Tuna Glove. So you either work for the fish market or it could be something else. All right, so let's get this rear end up here. And almost looks like let's see. Let's see how this one looks in here. Is the flash still on? No, the flash is not still on. So I can go ahead and enable flash. So the grease is about the same. And see what happens is this grease, in my mind, just has a tendency to just kind of ball up and do nothing. So at least I feel with the grease that I throw in there, just seems to just, in my mind, do just a better job of lubricating. Also, noticing there's some rust on that bearing right there. So see the orange? A little bit of rust on there. So I guess maybe I did drive this through the wet, didn't I? I drove it through snow. So, yeah. JT, who do you think you are releasing a stinking video while I'm live? You don't get that privilege. All right. So I'm going to get these shocks out of the way. And let's see. It's definitely a lot. You can see there's a shim there. Let's see what this feels like right now. I didn't do this. Oh, that's mint. Look at that. That's mint. I think the factory stuff is more like paste than grease. Right. Right. Yep. And it's fine though. It's fine. I'm not going to be much of a complainer. It's fine. The front diff I felt was adequate. I'm going to go ahead and just release the pins for these shocks. Just get these things out of the way. And then I might just go after this screw right here to go ahead and flop out the flop the dog bones out of there. So go ahead. Get my Rogue Factor elastic band. And I think I'm just gonna pop that off. It should be easy enough. Just get a wrench on the other side or a something. I don't want to, just because I don't want to screw up the shim. Just kind of do it kind of the right way, I guess. Is this wrench going to be small enough? Yeah, it's kind of tight. But we'll go after it. Watch your ears. It's going to be loud. Not that bad. And there was a little washer that fell off behind there. So right here, it's a little washer that fell off. So that's good for that. Post a part number in a minute. Oop, lost that. Did what's his name ever answer? I don't think Tuna Glove answered. Tuna Glove, you never answered, so I must be right. Rex Miller from Arizona. What is going on, guy? He's not a nice guy. I don't watch his videos anymore. Who? Who's a bad guy? And look at that, huh? Nice and rusty. Let's check these rear bearings. Seem like they're okay. Gonna move you out of the way just for a split second. Go after this screw. It's not that I don't know how this goes. It just makes it easier just so I don't lose stuff. Lose that washer really easy. Dog bone out of there. Mint. Now, just keep the diff cups this way. Then just pull this right out of here. All right. So we're looking good there. So we'll do the same thing. And crack open this diff. See what's going on here. Who got offended? Who got offended? He loves the fire team. Who? One or two might got deleted from him. Who's he? Oh, JT. Yeah, well, you know what? Some people don't like me. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't think I really have an issue with anybody because to each their own. You know? And it's all right, man. You don't have to... I don't know. I don't have any issues with JT. JT's just JT. Even, you know, Kevin Talbot. I mean, he's him. You got Nitro. Not Nitro. What's his name there? The Nitro guy there. Hybrid. Hybrid's been acting a little crazy lately, man. Not a little. I don't know if COVID's getting to him or what the heck, but Hybrid's been acting like a nut, man. That smile he's got, man, that reminds me of like, he's got like a crazy smile now. It's like it's forced. It's like he's ready to, I think he just like escaped from a institution. He's got that institutionalized escapee smile going on recently. I don't know what that's all about. He just escaped from the loony bin. But that makes him him. And you see like how many people go to his lives. It's insane. Yeah, so the back is what had these funky little rubber things here to keep the cups kind of not the cups, maybe to keep the chatter or whatever from the dog bones. There's nothing on the inside though. Pretty cool. All right. Noises. We got noises. Watch rears. The only reason why I've had a hard time sometimes with, well, it's not the only reason why. A couple of times I've had a hard time watching JT's stuff is because something is up with the camera he uses. It has a odd high pitch noise that it's almost like it's got too much treble or something. Yeah, look at that. Wait a minute, there's no gasket. Oh, the gasket's stuck in there. Oh, man. I thought there was no gasket for a second. Oh, that's real bad. The gasket's right there. It's actually stuck in there. Yeah, there's something about JT's camera. I think he uses his phone. There's something about it that has this high-pitch audio issue. And I've said something to Tony before because Tony... the CCXRC Tony there, he's, you know, obviously, you know, really into you know, that kind of stuff. And I was asking him, and he said something about audio. Maybe it was like audio compression or some kind of something. So I think that's better that the gasket stayed on that side. You know what I didn't check? I didn't check to see if there was a detent. See, I get distracted. I was going to check and see if there was a detent. Let's just say there wasn't this time. Yeah, there was no detent on this side. Yeah, some weird audio thing. What, Rogue? Now what? What did I miss now? Oh, we'll go have to listen to me. Yeah. I don't know if it was on a recent video, but it was on a bunch of videos. Maybe, you know what? Go back a month. So go back, like, say, before the FIRETEAM, because I don't know if he switched phones or anything. But all I know is that if you go to JT's channel, there's a weird audio pitch that for some reason it's like it just like screams in my ears, and I don't know why I'm sensitive to that. Because I ain't sensitive to nothing, at least never thought I was. All right, well, I was hoping I could just kind of, come on, suction. Get off the gear. Come on. What the heck? All right. Resort to force. And then maybe not. Jeez, come on. Where's my little angled pick? Got an angled pick that I can use to grab that. If I can find it. Whoa. Come on. What the heck, man? Let go. Let go. Wow. Doesn't want to come out. This one's got teeth. So maybe the teeth will grab. There we go. Boy, that was suction. Oh. Is that pin bent? Does that pin look bent to you? Or was that just my eyes? That pin is bent. That pin is broken. Oh, check that out, dude. That pin is broken. Look at it. It's falling out. No. Wow. That stinking pin is broken after a couple battery packs. Come on. Are you stinking? Look at how many pieces it's in. That pin is broken. Oh my God. Oh no. Wow. You have got to be kidding me. Man, now I really wish I rotated that. Stinking broken pin. I have not abused this damn thing. Now I have to check this gear. Wow, that pin was broken. What the heck is that? Piece of metal? Is that a stinking piece of metal? Wow. That pin is snapped. Holy smokes. I thought like the pin was bent. It looked weird. It was like hooked. That pin is stinking. Now I definitely need to get my angled little thing there so I can push the rest of that pin out. Because if I pull this out the way it is right now, it could shred. If there's like a little piece in there, it could cause issue. stinking broken pin. Wow. Somehow you think I have extras? Nah. I got an EXB diff I can throw in there. You know what, man? Where am I going to find one of those pins? Let's see. Now that's where you need to be more organized, because I doubt I'm going to have that pin. Well, I'm going to have to. All right, that's it. You know me. You know me and warranty, right? So that means I'm going to have to call the Earl Moorhead warranty department and see if I can get this differential pin warranted through the warranty department here, guy. Crap. I don't think I've got that pin. Oh no. Dang it. All right, I do need to find that little polka thing here. There we go. Piece number 3. Stinking hell. This fire team has not been through much abuse in order for that to happen. That's pretty nuts. Wow. Seriously, this thing has, you've seen, I haven't really abused it. That ain't cool. I gotta call the Moorhead. You know what? Oh, crap. I can't. Can I call him right now? You know what? I'm going to call the warranty department right now. I'm going to do it live. How do I do this? I'm going to figure out how to do this. Clear. Go out of there. Ah, crap. I can't cancel. Do I want to stream? Do I want to cancel the stream? No, I don't. Dang it. How do I get to my address book? You know how it is. You can't call anybody nowadays because, oh, man. Damn it. I wanted to do a stinking warranty claim. I want to see. I'm going to see because he's not on here. I'm going to give the warranty department over at Moorhead Racing. I'm going to give him a call. Oh, I just got to figure out how to get his number. How can I get his stinking number? Crap. I'll be right back. I'm going to see if I can get his number. See if this works. This call is being recorded for quality assurance. So, is this the Earl Moorhead Racing Warranty Department?
Yes. You need a warranty?
Hi, sir. So, I purchased a Arrma FIRETEAM, and upon taking the rear differential apart, I noticed that the pin that holds the sun gear on is split into 3 pieces. Do you have an interest in warrantying that part for me? It's like, you're literally on live right now.
Can you email that? You don't accept phone calls here.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You no longer accept phone calls. Sorry, we can't help you for that service, sir.
Pay $125 and get on our premier list, and then call me back.
That's right. I'll send you the one. What's that? Through PayPal, right? Well, wait a minute. Do you accept Apple gift cards?
No. WhatsApp, PayPal.
WhatsApp. Okay. All right. I'll take you off. Yeah, dude. No, that was crazy. So the it seemed like the sun gear was fine until I took it out of its little slot, and it's literally snapped into 3 pieces. That's insane. No, just the pin on the it was on the cup side. So that's crazy. And I mean, when you think about it, you know, obviously you didn't abuse it, and I know I didn't. That's nuts. I know, grass driven. Right. So everybody's saying, "Hey, Earl, what's going on?" What's that? I know. That's just odd. Obviously, it was just probably a defect in the pin or whatever. That's funny. But I thought that would be funny. Call the warranty department over here. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I mean, how many pins have I ever snapped? I've never snapped one of these pins. And I'm pretty aggressive with the cars, so. You think so? Maybe. Yeah, that's true. Right. Yeah, it's snapped pretty good too. I'm gonna zoom in on it just to see if I can see like how it snapped. Exactly. I know. I've got so many spare EXB parts that I should be good. Right. Right, exactly. Yeah. I know, it's crazy. Right. Yep. That is pretty bad. Because even the new one that was sent out wasn't right too, right? Even the new one that was sent out wasn't right. The one, what's his name there? Right. 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 To keep everything together. Yep. They made everything too small because they made the form factor smaller to increase the gear pattern. Yep. Exactly. Right. Right. Exactly. All right. Well, if you feel like making an appearance, I'm live. Everybody's saying, you know, where's Earl? So, so anyways. All right. I'm going to let you go. All right, Earl. Bye-bye. So at least I've got the hotline to that warranty department. But anyways, I do believe I have a gear set that I can pull from. It's just my organization here is still so bad that I'm not positive where I've got my gear sets. So I got to look through a couple of little bags here, see if I can find a gear set or a pin set that's going to work. Ah, crap. I wonder. I am so bad with this kind of organization, man. Because I know I've got full gear sets, but I wonder if this pin is too big. Yeah, see, this pin is probably massive. Yeah, see, this pin is different. Way different. This is a beastly pin, so that ain't gonna work. Crap. All right. Well, my organization is super poor right now, and I think the only pins that I have are wheel pins. So that's insane, man. Because I have no idea what I did with my spare diff stuff from the EXB. I've got a whole diff I can pull apart, but I don't want to have to do that. What are we looking at here? What is that? Nope. 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 Nothing. Pins, screws. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing. Nothing. It's like we're coming out with a bunch of nothing here. I got a ton of hex pins, but I don't think I've got a pin to fit that diff. Or if I do, somehow I have buried the diff somewhere, thinking that I was putting things away, and I didn't really put things away. So there's nothing in there. Yeah, look at, here's those things I was looking for. Yeah, I could just use a nail. Just use another nail. Let's get a finish nail. Use a finish nail. There's my pin. All right. Nothing, nothing. All right. So this kind of turned into a pointless episode here because I have got to locate my differential. Oh, wait a minute. It's a wheel one. Wheel. Yeah, all these are wheel. So somewhere I've got my diffs. I'm going to have to take a moment to figure out where that is. That was totally unexpected there to have that happen. So anyways, I guess that's it. Now this is where this project now sits. So I've got to, now what I've got to do is I have to seeing that there's no support through the warranty department, sadly. At least there's phone support to tell me I'm out of luck. But anyways, it's just a joke. I know I've got diffs. I just have to. Is this in too close? Did I do this right? No. Yeah, there we go. So I do know that I have other differentials that I can pull a pin from. I just have to find them. So, yeah. Yeah. Wow, that was pretty crazy, man. This thing was fine. Pulling it apart, realized that that pin, literally the sun gear was keeping that pin kind of locked in. That's kind of an oddity, man. This thing had zero issues driving. So there, I guess, goes with regular maintenance. So after your 5 packs, I guess, yeah, there he is. So yeah, the warranty department is closed at Moorhead Racing. Moorhead Racing's warranty department is closed. But yeah, I do know that I've got diffs floating around. I just gotta, because I've done foolish organizing, now I've got to figure out where I potentially put those diffs. So I guess that's probably where this live stream will end, sadly. The pole start for the Earthquake 3.5 is supposed to be here today. Granted, it is a crappy day out. You can see it looks like it's dark out. Today is a rain out. It's basically going to rain the entire day. But I figured I would at least try to get some of this stuff squared away. So at least I do have the other pin that I can go ahead and reference just to make sure that I've got a pin that's going to fit and one that's not too long. The differentials that come in the Hobao vehicles are, I want to say, especially their new upgraded differentials, those things are like bulletproof. I mean, nothing's really impervious, but it is a hardened mint upgrade for those Hobao vehicles. So, and I was hoping I'd be able to pull a pin, but I should have known the pins are like twice the size of these pins, and I mean in thickness and length. So, yeah, I've just got to locate a pin. So that's nuts, man. This thing was fine. Crazy that, and that must be why, maybe that's why that sun gear didn't want to like release, because they had to use, I mean, I've had, you know, suction before from the grease holding on the sun gear, but not like that. That one took the gripping power of this serrated or whatever you want to call it to pull that gear out. So I was pretty crazy, man. I thought the pin was bent. It was literally broken 3 pieces. That's nuts. So anyways, this is RC Guy Garage. This was COVID and Coffee. Just kind of checking the diffs on the FIRETEAM. Pretty interesting. So maybe check your diffs. I really don't think I've been abusive to this thing. I haven't been jumping at 500 feet. You know what I mean? We haven't been, you know, whatever. It's been driven, but nothing like I've seen. And it happens. It does happen. All right, so I'm out. Thank you guys for coming to this COVID and Coffee from RC Guy Garage. I'm going to go ahead and finish my breakfast. I will like I said, I am going to do a video. It's about getting healthy. It's about losing that 15 to 20 COVID pounds that I packed on like a legitimate. If you go back 2 years ago, my face is less fuller. And I don't know if you could tell now, but I have actually lost some weight. And this thing that I'm doing, it does not compute, but it works. So, and I'm going to try out that supplement. And like I was saying, you heard it here. You know, you come to this channel for the truth. Because apparently the truth really wasn't out there. And now it is, right? So now everybody's going to say that for some strange reason. Everybody's going to be like, I've been always showing all the issues. No, you haven't. Because all you got to do is go back to your videos and go, well, where's those issues? Oh, yeah, you blew off a wheel or whatever. Yeah, there are some people out there that do that. Who cares? It is funny, though. It is funny how it seems like there are a lot of people out there right now that feel like they need to now verbally say, because I always tell you guys the truth. It's like, what does that mean? Does that mean you didn't before? It's kind of like when people say, you know, there's been a bunch of YouTubers kind of hopping on that bandwagon. I'll call it the Earl wagon. They've been hopping on the Earl wagon of like now, how do I explain it? The Earl wagon. It's that they're just being like different. It's funny. It's funny to watch. Just pay attention. It's funny. I like it. I like it. Earl got out the bewitched big spoon and stirred the pot, and what was it? It almost came to mind. It's like on the tip of my tongue what I'm trying to say. It's something about being a paid sponsor or whatever. It makes sense. It's just not coming out of my mouth. Oh, like where the people are now saying like, I use the money in my own pocket, or when people thank Patreon supporters for them being able to keep it real. I don't have a problem with anybody, right? But when somebody says that, if I thanked you guys, thank you for the super chats and thank you for the Patreon, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to tell the truth. It's like, that's basically sounds like what they're saying. And, you know, I obviously, when somebody throws, you know, they take put it this way, you take your hard-earned money and you throw it at my channel. That's stellar. That's amazing. Not everybody, I'm not saying everybody do that. It's just, that is cool. And the thing that you don't know is that there are actually people that have sent me letters with cash in it. And they're like, I don't really do any of the, you know, I only watch YouTube. I don't have any of the things set up with my account. So here's $20. It's just like, are you kidding me? It's like, you kind of like feel like, I don't know, humbled or something. I don't know. Maybe that's not the right word. It's crazy. It's crazy, especially nowadays that, you know, somebody will throw somebody, you know, a couple of bucks. It's just like, it's, I don't know, man. It's cool. I mean, I do it. It's kind of fun. It's just a way of just saying, hey, you know, thank you. The other way of saying thank you, which is a different way, is making sure that if you do like the content, you know what to do. You throw a thumbs up. And then I did want to ask you guys, and this is a big ask, it's 37 people here. I'm not telling you to watch my videos, but I felt like I wanted to do an experiment. And even if like what I was thinking was, if I could get one video to literally get just hammered with comments, like what is it that causes a video to get YouTube's attention? And that's what it is. Because when it gets YouTube's attention, YouTube has a tendency to more throw it out there. Like, is it the engagement of the subscribers? Is it, and even if you're not subscribed, is it your engagement to where when you actually physically type in a comment, does something in the YouTube algorithm like do like a check mark? Like, you know, this video got, you know, 100 comments or whatever. Because I don't know if it's the thumbs ups or not. I really don't. And I'm trying to figure out, and there's really no answer. I mean, you can call up YouTube, but they don't tell you nothing. They're not there for that. They're not there to tell you how to increase your YouTube revenue, because the YouTube revenue doesn't seem to increase. What it does do, and I did kind of like what I do, like 15 days of basically almost no videos, and you just watch that YouTube slide just go bam. I mean, it goes like that. It does like, yeah, see, I was almost going to equate it to a plane, you know, taking a dive, but it like tanks bad. And then you've got to do like 20 videos just to get back a quarter of the attention. It's YouTube is, if you're trying to make YouTube like an income, you are going to work way stinking harder. Well, it's a different kind of work. You're going to, you know what I mean? You're going to be sitting on your butt. But it's just, it's definitely a different type of, it's a different type of income where YouTube wants you grinding that damn stone 24/7 in order to get paid. So, yeah. Anyways, that was just a bunch of just whatever. But I do want to do a video, and just like I said, 30-something of you people out there, a couple people already left. Like, I'm sick of listening to you, guy. I just want to see RC's rip. It's like, I just want to see a burnout from Big Black. But I do want to see, like, what is the difference? If I did like a nothing video of like a 10-minute video, if everybody just like slammed the comment, like, dude, like literally just do like 10 comments each. Like, even if it's just like each word in your one sentence, hey, another comment, guy, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, if each one was a comment, is that what YouTube is seeing? Is YouTube just seeing a plethora of comments, which is engagement? I don't know, man. I don't know if it's that. I can't figure it out. And we're never going to be told. So we're never going to be told how to have YouTube pay more attention to the channel, which puts it out there more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. All right. 11:44. Thank you for coming, COVID Coffee. I am just going to say hello. Wally's World. We got Rogue Factor. We got Neverstock RC, Chef Beardsley, Earl Moorhead, Monster Jam Europe. We have got Mia Depth, Zarek, Lyle and Alyssa. Let's see. And I think that is Jeremy. I think that is about it. Basically, they say, pay me so I don't owe you. I can't loo you. Oh, lie to you? Oh, right. Right, Jeremy. Yes. That's BS, man. That is the most stupidest thing to ever say. It really is. Thompson. I know I was ending this like 15 minutes ago. So anyway. All right. I'm out of here. I'm going to go see if I can find the diff pots. All it is just a pen. Just don't know if I've got it. All right. I'm out. I gotta go check the mail. That pull start for the earthquake might be there. That's a nitro I've got. That was the most stupidest pull start like on the planet. There was literally a sticker on it, a tag. Do not pull with bearish strength. The damn thing has so much compression. How do you not pull with strength? Like, I mean, I ended up like breaking the pull start like, I don't know, the second time I went to go use it. That says something for some of the older red cats. So I'm out of here. Thank you guys. We will see you on the next one.